Hello everyone, Simon here from the Wells of Wall Street. Hope you're doing fantastically well. We got Ethernity chain here, that's ERN on the exchange. As you can see, available Binance, Uniswap and Gate in a variety of pairings. Guys, I'm still going to admit this, I have not got any ERN tokens. What did I say in my last video? I need to focus on that and try and get some in the dips here. I drew buy options in here for you guys, and just completely ignored the fact that I was supposed to be looking at this as well. So it's obviously great that we've hit multiple buy opportunities on the way down here. Do you know what? I think I missed this one by a couple of cents, but it was near enough there. So guys, hopefully some of you took some advantage there of some ideas and opportunities around that, but I still do not hold this, and I think I'm going to partially regret it. I'm going to wait for this section here to become a little bit lower. I may have missed the boat completely on that, but that's just a lesson to be had, that when you know something or you believe in something, you should sometimes just believe your gut and go with it. But I'm going to be open and honest. I've got obviously quite a big portfolio, as does Steve, not necessarily in terms of the monetary value, but certainly what I'm talking about is the multitude of assets that we have. So I don't want to spread myself too thin. I mean, I don't want to just go out and buy one of these, for example, albeit it'd be quite fun and the ability to have owned one at least. But I think it's really critical to keep emphasizing our philosophy. I don't want to just say to you guys, oh, I've just jumped in because of this hype move here. That would be not good practice in our side. But here we are with ERN. Hopefully you guys acknowledge our honesty here. So I don't hold them, neither does Steve, but I do this video mainly for you guys out there that are ERN holders or perhaps interested in the Ethernity chain. We'll go into a bit more detail about the chart shortly, but let's take a look at a few updates. So one of the key aspects here in the last few days, Luis Suarez, one of the powerhouses of football, unfortunately played for Liverpool, but has played for a multitude of exceptional clubs, including most recently kind of like Barcelona, of course, Atletico Madrid, and a fantastic ambassador for his country as well. So yeah, very much emphasized his launch here. Of course, he has a massive following, I think, of probably 16.8 million followers, guys. Only 1,500 likes here, but that's probably because, and not being funny or anything, but majority of people probably thought, what on earth is an NFT and what on earth is Ethernity chain? So this is fantastic for Ethernity chain to boost their awareness with such a fantastic footballer. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how this operates. So, you know, a few NFTs are being dropped as a collection for himself on Ethernity chain. Keep an eye on their website. It's a fantastic website, by the way. I love the marketplace and everything that's going on there. So many variations of projects and opportunities coming their way all the time. So do keep an eye on that for sure. We've got Zeki at it, but I think it's Zeki, if I remember correctly. So loads of NFTs dropping for him recently. That's showcased as well here on Twitter quite recently. Nice funky. I'm not sure what's going on. It's like the alphabet cereal floating around him. I'm not quite sure what's happening here. I'm going to have to deep dive into that a bit more. But they look like the cereals that you have in America, right? I wouldn't trust cereals that have colours in them. I think that's a lot of sugar or something. But I'm not sure what this hand thing is. I tried doing it and I pretty much snapped my wrist. So don't try this at home unless you're a professional, whatever move that is. But nice animated NFTs going on with these guys. So we have Elliot, we've had Prescott recently, of course, with a fantastic launch. And there's a nice little piece here as well relating to women in sport. So NWBA's Swing Cash Catching NFT drops this Saturday. Around honouring the first female athletes and our community, we're offering one-on-one auctions of 4 NFTs. So go check that out. I think that's really nice little touch from 30. Keep boosting women in sport and around the world in work and everything like that. I think it's really important to keep emphasizing this opportunity of diversification and equality And it's nice to see projects like this occurring across a multitude of sports, races, and people, of course, as well. So absolutely fantastic work there from them. But like I said, keep an eye on their website. Have a check through the website here. Atletico Madrid versus Liverpool. I think we covered in the last video of all these options of opportunities around NFTs available for these kind of things. So we've had here, for example, I believe in terms of bids, a phenomenal amount of stones being put in, which is what you use towards the app purchasing these kind of NFTs. But yeah, some really good projects going on with these guys. I'm really excited, and I've stupidly missed out again on dips. As I mentioned, let's go into the chart actually. If you find this informative, smash that like button, massively helps the channel out. And make sure you subscribe if you have not done so already, or you're new to the channel, and you can keep up to date with all our awesome videos. I hope they're awesome to you anyway. We cover a multitude of subjects, so you might go, oh, this is rubbish video, I don't care about this one. But there might be loads of other ones that we cover. And we do have the People's Crypto this Saturday. Make sure you go onto our community section on YouTube to ensure that you put in the assets that you want us to cover on Saturday. So we have a multitude to get through. Make sure you add them before it's too late, and we will grab those in the People's Crypto video episode for sure. So yeah, buy opportunities, we've hit a few on here. Apologies, I was talking earlier looking at the chart and realised you guys weren't looking at it. So now you can see that we had a few buys hit. We missed this one out slightly by a few cents, but again, I was trying to get one on the dip and I've ignored my own advice. We're on a bit of a tail up here. I think that's anticipated mainly around the Suarez deal, of course, a massive footballer. I think this is one of the key sports people in the world, certainly one that's going to entice a lot of activity in terms of purchasing ERN to get those stones to purchase NFTs and bid for them for sure. So I'm really excited to see how this develops as we build up to that, and what kind of reaction we get when the Suarez NFT drops. Do we get a tail off on this? So we can start learning a bit more of a pattern of Ethernity. We've already pulled out a few areas where we had some drops in the past and what that effect has had. It's quite similar. But in terms of the price point, we have had, to be fair, a good channel up. We saw in a previous video, 334% reduction. As of, I think, the last video, we had 52%. Let's see how far back down we have gone. Near enough 70%. We always do say between 30 and 70% is a reasonable amount to be looking at in terms of buying opportunities on the way down, segmenting that into sections of potential accumulation opportunities. We've seen, I think, 3 at least, nearly got the 4th, but hopefully some of you did some around these regions perhaps to obtain that. But critically, we are seeing a nice support area here at that $8.08. Hopefully, if we get a close above this 10.8 cents mark, which we are currently floating above right now, we're on a high today as we're recording 11.63. Current price point 11.35. So we had a bit of a tail off on that, and that's why the wick has developed at the top there. But if we can get a close 2 or 3 days in a row, we might find new support areas around here. But just be cautious, because historically there isn't a massive amount of data to provide here around this 8.8 cent mark. $8.8 mark. Other than this area around here in July where we touched around it a few times, we parabolically rose, we've had the retracement. This isn't enough for me, in my opinion, to confirm this as support level, but that's not to say that we can't find new support levels at this 10.8 mark. So I'm looking for that traction, because then hopefully as the next NFTs drop, we can push up to that 12 and start seeing this develop even further. I do think there's some good things happening, and for sure by the end of October into November we might be pushing that previous all-time high, which is at $24 or just around 25. Let's just have a quick look when that was $24.84, I believe. So we've got a bit of room for maneuvering here with ERN on the chart. And where could this go? Well, the fib retracement is suggesting anything over $60 at the moment, or certainly over 50. We'll have a re-look at that in maybe a few days' time once we've seen the Suarez interaction, and we'll see where we find new support levels, and we can make a more of an accurate judgment on that. A couple of other observations on the histogram here. We have the selling volume reducing quite nicely into this formulated reduction in the wave pattern. The MACD, has it switched over? Let's just have a quick look. Ooh, it's just about This is what I'm saying, be a bit cautious about this area. It's all about the next few days finding support line. For us to get over that switch, I think we do need to push towards that sort of 10. When I say 10.8, it's 12.47. I don't know what I was talking about. Apologies. But let's just look at this in the sense as well. If you do zoom in, you can see this big, sharp taken. I'll just be cautious of that and do anticipate a potential retest of this area down here at some point. I'm just going to draw an area here, just so you know what I'm speaking about. But like I said, if we can indeed get a shot off over this line on a few days rolling, we could see a nice wavy movement up to the 12.2 mark and onwards and upwards. The RSI, to be fair, even now at this stage is relatively low. I wouldn't be angry to purchase some right now. The limitation risk damage is lower. So there's that aspect to potentially consider. But I think that, just be cautious. If you are looking for a smaller dip, it might come. But it all depends on these next few days, in my opinion. But I think the project in general is extremely strong. We've had a nice correctional period here, as we've just gone through just a moment ago. I do think we're on the way to getting this kind of big level around this area confirmed for us to then push up in a nice healthy direction, and hopefully by the end of October into November we will be smashing through that all-time high and finding some nice price discovery. Let's see where we go, guys. Let us know if you're holding ERN or any stones. What NFTs have you purchased if you have done so, or are you doing what I will be doing and holding that bag for something that I find personally interesting, an NFT that's applicable to my interest or thoughts. I mean, I love football, of course, but Suarez, fantastic player, but not something I want to collect. I've got some interesting players that I would want to be waiting for, and as well in NFL and other sports as they continue to improve in those areas as well. So let us know what you think of the project. Let us know if you're holding anything. Really interested in that. Let us know your price prediction as well. We'll start adding to the chart. Chance to win a potential ledger at the end of this year. So whoever's closest for the price prediction at the end of 2021. Guys, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in ERN in the next video and on the moon. Bye bye.